stories and the internet what really happened to Lars Mittank, Maura Murray, and Brandon Swanson. And more importantly, could the same thing happen to anyone? Case 1. The disappearance of Lars Mittank. Imagine being on vacation, laughing with friends, enjoying the sun, and then, in just a few days, running for your life, never to be seen again. That's exactly what happened to 28-year-old Lars Mittank, a German tourist who went on a trip to Bulgaria in 2014. Lars and his friends were enjoying a beachside getaway when an argument over football teams turned violent. He was hit, suffering a ruptured eardrum, which meant he couldn't fly home with his friends. And this is where things take a terrifying turn. Lars called his mother in a whisper, telling her he was being followed, that strangers were after him, that he had to get out. Then, on July 8th, 2014, Lars went to Varna Airport, supposedly ready to go home. But when he visited the airport doctor, something spooked him so badly, he bolted. To this day, not a single trace of Lars has been found. Strange details. His behavior changed drastically. Paranoid, erratic, convinced someone was after him. His belongings were left behind. Passport, phone, and wallet, like he had no intention of leaving normally. Some speculate organ traffickers. Others believe a drug-induced psychosis, but there's no proof. Case 2. The disappearance of Maura Murray. A young woman crashes her car on a lonely stretch of road. A passerby stops to help. She refuses. Minutes later, she's gone. This is the story of 21-year-old Maura Murray, a bright nursing student from the University of Massachusetts Amherst. On February 9th, 2004, Maura emptied her bank account, emailed her professors about a family emergency, which never actually happened, and drove toward New Hampshire. Hours later, her black Saturn was found crashed in a snowbank. A passing bus driver offered help. She refused, claiming she already called for assistance. But when police arrived minutes later, she was gone. Strange details. Her credit cards were never used again. Her phone calls before she disappeared were to a rental property in New Hampshire. Was she planning to stay? Despite years of investigations, search dogs, and even cadaver teams, no remains, no clues. Some believe Maura ran away, escaping a troubled life. Others are convinced she was abducted. Case 3. The mysterious case of Brandon Swanson. A 19-year-old college student crashes his car on a quiet road. He calls his parents, sounding calm. He's walking toward town. Then, 47 minutes into the call, he suddenly yells, "Oh, shh-t," and the line goes dead. Brandon Swanson had been driving home from a college party when his car veered off the road into a ditch. He called his parents for help, thinking he was near Lind, Minnesota. But when they arrived where he claimed to be, he wasn't there. For nearly an hour, they stayed on the phone, listening as Brandon described his surroundings. He said he saw distant lights. Then, out of nowhere, "Oh, shh," silence. Strange details. No trace of him was ever found. Not a body, not his phone, nothing. The lights he described, there were no known lights in the area where he walked. Did he fall into a river, encounter someone dangerous, or did something else happen? Despite one of the most extensive searches in Minnesota history, Brandon Swanson